He says some data pusher up the river somewhere have issued orders that the Sluis fleet have top priority for repair work.
You son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many...
Data.
Hello there, welcome to the Real Sequels, the series of events that happened after episode 6 in the books, novels, and sometimes comics in the expanded universe. Today we're opening with chapter 2 of Dark Force Rising.
Cool.
So we open with Wedge apologising to Luke over the comm. He's tried every handle he could to get Luke's X-Wing fixed. However, he says some data pusher up the river somewhere have issued orders that the Sluis fleet have top priority for repair work.
You son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many...
Data.
So Luke grimaces with the crushing frustration of waiting 4 hours in hope with no payoff. While the future of the Republic is teetering on a knife's edge in Coruscant, he's just been sitting here waiting for his X-Wing to get repaired.
Yeah.
He's been on the phone, not happening.
Like in the book, it's just like Luke just hates this. He just wants to be out doing something, but instead he's just sitting there just doing nothing, and it's really, really annoying him.
He asks if Wedge got the name of the data pusher, to which Wedge replies that every line he's tried has disappeared about 3 layers up from the mechanics themselves.
You know what they need? They need a Karen. They need a Karen. I want to speak to your manager.
Wedge needs to get himself some blonde highlights.
Yes.
And that wee beaver cut.
Wedge needs to change his name to Karen and ask to speak to a manager.
It was now a 6-day journey to Coruscant, and every hour that passed was one more that those trying to oust Akbar would get to consolidate their power. Luke and Wedge exchanged some dialogue, and Wedge agrees to keep trying. However, Wedge offers Luke his personal X-Wing, but Luke doesn't even consider this. Tempting though it is, as Luke is no longer part of the New Republic military, Wedge could end up getting court-martialed, which of course Wedge knew better than Luke. Luke says he appreciates it, but unless things get really desperate, he'll just wait for his X-Wing. Wedge then signs off. Luke then proceeds to visit Lando, who at this point is looking at a borrowed datapad in the medbay. Bad news, Luke asks. To which Lando replies, nothing worse than everything else that's happened to him lately. Lando explains that the price of Hephredium...
What's a Fredium?
It's stuff.
The price of stuff?
It just happens to be the stuff that Nomad City produces, unfortunately. So the price of Hephredium is down, and he'll be out a few 100,000 if it doesn't rise again in the next few months. And Lando had been stockpiling it, hoping that the price will go up. Luke then lets Lando know that it should be easier to get his mole miners back, as the New Republic were still there, and so the claim can be made directly to them. Lando then thanks Luke, but suddenly breaks off, staring into space. He grabs Luke's arm and sniffs the air. Where have you been? He asks. To which Luke says, just the reception. Lando says it's Karababa Tabak.
Now, how much of a musk or a distinctive scent must this guy have? This isn't even like a world thing. This is like a universe thing that Lando can recognize and distinctly pinpoint the guy that Luke was maybe standing beside.
So Lando's big snout smells Karababa Tabak with some Armudu spice mixed in.
Nice.
I haven't smelt that since suddenly Lando says it's Niles Ferrier. It has to be. Luke can feel Lando's heart rate quickening as he describes the tall man with dark hair, probably smoking a cigar, and asks the Jedi if he'd seen him.
I am quite laughing because in the comic it does open up that scene with Ferrier, isn't it Ferrier? Standing in the background, and whenever I started looking through it, I was like, who is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Why is there just a random guy in the background?
It's like
I should have known. This also has made me very aware of one of Luke's powers that I didn't know, that his mind is a VCR.
Yeah.
That you can just rewind it
Yeah.
and like pause it, and you're like, what?
Yeah. On that, Luke closes his eyes and dives inward. This is a memory trick that he learned from Yoda, apparently.
Oh, okay.
The Yoda's like, show you how to find where my stick was, I will. It's like, where did you last see it? So Luke replays the events of entering the building like a security recording, playing back until he found the man who he could now see was heading for Corridor 6. Lando takes out the datapad and found out that blast, Lando shouts as he gets up and heads to Corridor 6. Luke following, asking who the guy is, to which Lando replies, he's one of the best starship thieves. Making their way along the corridor, the crowd trickles off. Lando asks for a blaster, to which Luke replies he doesn't carry one anymore, and should they call security. Lando says, not if they want to catch what Ferrier is up to. Luke then senses through the Force 6 humans and 2 aliens he's never came across before. Luke suggests Lando stay behind, unhooking his lightsaber. However, Lando thinks he might be able to stop it from becoming a fight. He was wrong. Immediately they are spotted, and shots from 2 different directions hurl towards Luke, who reflects them back as a shadow creature approaches, which neither Lando nor Luke recognize. The guns now falling silent after their affected blaster bolts, Lando shouts out to Ferrier that this was Luke Skywalker, the Jedi who defeated Vader, and that he wanted to offer Ferrier a deal if he would come out and talk. Ferrier and his gang emerge, 5 humans and a Verpine, an insectoid-like species that are well known for their genius and maintenance ability, even rumoured to be one of the ones who helped Akbar design the B-Wing. Lando then asks why Ferrier is there, to which he says that the Empire is looking for ships, which they will pay 20% above board for. Lando then offers him a dry deal of leaving shipless. He even points the group in the direction of more work, or they can deal with Luke. To this, Ferrier, the Verpine, his humans, and Wraith, the shadow-like creature that call themselves Defil, creatures that have evolved to absorb all light, leave, but not before giving Lando their slicer codes. The chapter ends with Lando saying to Luke that there's no reason why they couldn't use the codes to bump Luke's X-Wing up the list of things to be repaired. Luke hesitates at the ethical quandary, but then thinks of the political upheaval on Coruscant and relents.
You gotta know people.
Yeah. It's
To
all
get your
about who you know.
X-Wing, to get your X-Wing fixed, it's all about who you know.
That's cool. It's cool to kind of see these kind of new creatures being introduced and being introduced slowly and if you read the book, kind of well described.
Yeah, I'm interested in that alien. The one that helps General Akbar.
The Verpine.
The Verpine.
Yeah, very cool. Well, that's about all we've got time for. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and give us a wee comment below if you had a good time.
You know you did.
Check out some of our videos at the end of this one, and see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.